Okay, now let's find the highest common factor and the lowest common multiple. I spent a lot more on this in one class than I did the other. I forget who I taught it to mostly. I was assuming you guys had done it with Miss Shahed, but I think maybe you didn't. So this is going to be similar to question 2 and practice exam 2, okay? So it's pretty simple. To find the highest common factor of two numbers, you do the prime factorization tree, and I'll just show you. So let's do 24 and 9,342. I'm going to use my calculator because we want to get through this fast. But on the exam, they're not going to give you, the number's not going to be that big. Don't worry, this is just for practice. So let's start with 24. Let's do our little tree. This breaks into 2 and 12. Six and 2. And 3 and 2. All right, so we have 2, 2, 2, and 3. So the prime factorization of 24 is 2 to the power of 3 times, well, let's just use this for times 3, okay? And now let's do the other number. What was the other number? 9,342. It's not going to be that hard in the exam. It's going to be it's going to be something like 60 and 840, okay? So 9,342 what pen was I using over here? Okay, whatever. So 9,342 342. Let's do the prime. I'm going to use my calculator. All right, because it's going to take too long doing it by hand. So what's this divided by 2? It's 4,671. Oh, that's hard. Is that a prime number? Nope, it's divisible by 3. Like I said, it will not be this hard of a number on the exam. It will be a number that you can easily factor by hand. I would not want to factor this by hand. Ooh, it ends in 7. It might be a prime number. Let's see. Nope, it's divisible by 3. $519. I should have prepared this before I made this video because I don't know. Oh, nope, it's divisible by 3. Wow. So 173 times 3. Ooh, this is hard. Now let's see, 173. Is that divisible by anything? I have a feeling that's a prime number. Like I said in the other video, there's a way to know if they're prime. There's like a little trick. I haven't done it forever, so I forget. Let me look at my notes. I think I had Yeah, that's a prime number, so we're finished. So the prime factorization of 9,342 is 2 times, let's use this for a times because, like I said, we have too many x's in this, in these, all these problems. So there's 3 3's, 173. So that's the prime factorization of 9,342. Let me check it. Let me check if I did it right in the calculator. So I'm going to say 2 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 173. Yep, that equals 9,342. All right, so now we have these two. So now to find the highest common factor between them. I think I already made a video about this. I posted it on Google Classroom. You guys said it didn't work. I don't know. So let's find the highest common factor between these two. So what we're going to do is we're going to find all the pairs on both ends. So they both have a 2 and they both have a 3, don't they? See? Let's mark it. So this guy has a 2 and this guy has a 2. So they're friends. So we could put a 2 down here in highest common factor. And this guy has another 2, but he doesn't have another 2. So we're finished with the 2's. So these two are friends. Now what about a 3? Hey, he has a 3 and he has a 3. So we could put 3 here. And 24 has another, no, 24 only has more, only has 2. So now 9,342 has another 3, has 2 other 3's, but 24 doesn't. So we're finished, right? We found all the pairs and that's the highest common factor. Now let's find the lowest common factor. All we do, it's so easy. It's just write down the highest common factors, right? Just copy it down. And then we put in here all the remaining that don't have a partner, right? That don't have a friend. So in the 24, we have this 2 and this 2. They didn't get to go with the HCV, so we can put them here now. So there's 2 2's. And over here, this has a check mark already. This has a check mark. So we have this 3, this 3, and this 173. They got left out, so they get to come down to LCM. So we have 2 3's and 173. Oops, I forgot to put a multiplication. I'm sorry, I went back to x's, didn't I? I'm supposed to be using asterisks, but that's okay. So the HCV of 24, the highest common factor of 24 and 9,342 is 6. And this, we have to put in our calculator, is 2. There's 3 2s, so 2 times 2 times 2 times 3 times 3 times 3 times 173 is 37,368. That's the highest common factor, okay? So the answer here, the highest common factor is 6, and the lowest common multiple is 37,368. No, I don't want that. Okay. I don't want to do these on this laptop because I don't have the touch screen, so it's kind of difficult. So I'm going to let you guys try and do the other ones, and no, I'll do one more. Let's do 400 and 820. Okay, 400 and 820, okay. We do the prime factorization of 400 is And I have all the answers to all these. I already solved them. So when you're ready for the answers, you just tell me and I'll post them. But I want to give you at least a couple, I guess I'll post it over the weekend, all the answers. But you're not really helping yourself by just looking at the answers. I know what a lot of you are thinking, because I thought the same way when I was younger. I was like, when I was overwhelmed with studying, I was like, I'll just wait for the answers and then just kind of learn it that way. But if you struggle for a little bit and try and do it yourself, and then you get the answers later, you learn and retain everything so much better. I promise you. So there's a prime factorization of 400. And what was the other number? 820. Let's go over here. I'm going to do 82 and 10. And then 2 and 5. What is that, 41? Ooh, 41. That might be a prime. Let's see if 41 is divisible by anything. Nope, I think it's a prime. So, the prime factor, the product of primes for the number 400 is, how many 2's are there? 1, 2, 3, 4 2's. You guys could pause this and figure out what I'm doing, because I want to go eat dinner. Alright, there's 2 5's and there's 4 2's. And over here, there are 2 2's, a 5, and 41. Now, let's find the HCV. So, I'm sorry, I keep switching between the X's and the asterisk for the multiplication. So, now the HCV is the ones on each side. So, both of them, I mean, it's HCF, I'm sorry, highest common factor. Both of them have 2 2's and 1 5. So that's the HCF. Now, for the LCM, we pull down the HCF one, so it was 2 2's, right? And 1 5. And now we add all the ones that were left out. So I'll mark these. So we are, for the HCM, we had to cross out this 2 and this 2 and this 2 and this 2. That's for the HCF. HCF, not HTM. And we had to cross out this 5 and this 5, right? So those, all those that are crossed out are in the highest common factor. Now we just add the remainder. So the remainder are 41 and 2 more 2's and 1 more 5. Again with the asterisks. Alright, and if you multiply all that out, it equals, so 2 to the power of 4. And again, it won't be this hard on the exam. It won't be this big of a number. Times 41 times 5, 3,280. That's the lowest common multiple. And this is 20, right? So we have 20 for the highest common factor, and we have 3,280 for the lowest common multiple. Okay, so you guys do the rest of these, pause it, look at them, and I'll post the answers later, okay?